My fiance said, I'm not ready for a commitment. I replied, I understand. Then I sold the engagement ring and used my share of the wedding fund to start a company with my best friend. We were eating Thai food on the couch when Catherine muted the TV and turned to me with that look that makes your stomach drop. I can't do this, she said, tears starting. The wedding, us. I'm not ready for a commitment. I need to find myself. 4 months before our wedding, $30,000 in our joint wedding fund, $12,000 custom engagement ring on her finger. I didn't scream or beg. I just looked at her and said, I understand. The next week was hell. Canceling vendors, calling family, splitting our finances. At the coffee shop where we divided everything, she slid the engagement ring across the table. Do whatever you want with it, she said, unable to meet my eyes. So I did. I sold it for $7,000 the next day. That night, my best friend Sean came over. He's a brilliant coder stuck at a soul-crushing IT help desk, and we dreamed of starting a software consultancy for years. He saw the check on my table next to my laptop showing my account balance, $42,000 total. My $15,000 from the wedding fund, $7,000 from the ring, and $20,000 I'd saved for a house down payment. Dude, this is it, Sean said. This is our shot. It was terrifying to bet everything on a startup, but looking at my empty apartment, I realized a blank page isn't just scary, it's opportunity. Let's do it. 6 months of coffee, pizza, and pure adrenaline. We worked out of my spare bedroom, underbidding on small projects just to build our portfolio. That $42,000 was our lifeline. Slowly, it worked. We landed bigger contracts. By year 1, we had a real office. By year 2, we'd hired our first employees. I hadn't heard from Catherine in 2 years. I'd blocked her everywhere. Heard through mutual friends she was finding herself traveling Asia with some artist boyfriend. Then a local business blog featured us as a bootstrap success story. The article included a photo of me and Sean looking exhausted but proud in our office. My phone buzzed. Unknown number. I saw the article. You look good, Catherine. More texts followed. I've been thinking about us. I made a terrible mistake. I see the man you've become, and I want to be with him. I didn't respond, but she didn't stop. She showed up at a tech meetup where she knew I'd be, cornered me in the hallway, crying about how she'd thrown away the only real thing in her life. I want to be part of it, she pleaded, gesturing toward my success. Your partner in every way. There it was. She didn't miss me. She missed my trajectory. Catherine, you forfeited your right to be part of my life, I said calmly. You wanted independence. I gave you that. Now respect my decision. Her tears stopped like a faucet turning off. That was our wedding money. Money for our future. No, it was money in a joint account we legally divided. You used your half for Thailand with your artist. I used mine for this. When polite rejection didn't work, things got nasty. Her mother called our office pretending to be a potential client, tricked our admin into revealing our key clients' names, then sent anonymous emails to those clients claiming I'd unscrupulously liquidated joint marital assets from my grieving, vulnerable fiancé. Character assassination designed to destroy our company. I called our clients immediately, explained I was being harassed by an ex, and they stood by us. But the damage was done. Then, Catherine sued me. Not for part of the company, but for her $15,000 back, plus emotional distress, claiming I'd coerced her during a vulnerable time. My lawyer was almost gleeful. They've delivered their own head on a platter. We're getting this dismissed and making them pay every cent of our legal fees. The deposition was brutal. My lawyer had recordings of the fraudulent client calls, proof Catherine used her money for travel, documentation of everything. Her case collapsed. The judge ordered Catherine and her mother to pay my entire legal bill, over $20,000. The money Catherine tried to claw back became a debt she owed me, with interest. 2 years later, I heard through mutual friends. Catherine's family took out a second mortgage to pay the judgment. She moved back home, works retail, and makes monthly court-ordered payments from her minimum wage job. Meanwhile, my company has 18 employees and a reputation for integrity. I'm engaged to Zoe, a structural engineer who understands foundations. When I told her this story, she just smiled and said, "Good thing you document everything." She sounds like a nightmare. Catherine tried to burn down my new life. All she did was provide the fuel to build it stronger while sticking herself with the bill for the matches.